it's Jessie with Playing with Jessie, and this is the notebook that I did a video on, sort of a initial first look video. It's 365 Japan. It's from Japan, obviously, and this is the model that is supposed to be for fountain pens. So I just wanted to, in this video, try a few different kind of mediums and see what works well in here and what doesn't. So I thought I would do watercolor, an assortment of different pens, and then some stamps, and just sort of see what works well in this notebook. So if you didn't see the other video, this paper is called Junpakushi, Junpakushi, which means pure white paper, and I've read it described as sort of calendar paper, like what in Japan they use for calendars. And so on the one side it's just sort of a smooth, sort of almost kind of tissue paper feel, and then the back is sort of like a wax paper kind of feel. So that's the waterproof area, so that it shouldn't bleed through, you know, if you're using the fountain pen. Yeah, so let's just try some watercolors and see what happens. Obviously it's not dry yet. Let's take a peek. Okay, so it didn't go through the paper at all. So the paper took the watercolor fine. It didn't go through. This page is perfectly clean. Oopsies. So I will let this dry, and then I will try to write on it and see how that goes. Okay, so I've let it dry, so let's write on here and see. Whoops. That made a complete hole. I wonder if that was too wet still? It felt dry. I tore a complete hole. Yeah, this is fine. I think it was just a little too wet up there. I'm guessing this is gonna smear. Well, a little bit, not too bad. Let's try a different pen. Yeah, that works well. So I think I'd probably recommend writing with a gel pen rather than a felt tip if you're gonna write on watercolor on here. Because this aside where I made the hole, in either case it didn't go through, but I just think this looks a little bit nicer. Oh, so that's it. So let's try a few other things. So let's try a few other pens and see how they turn out. This is a Sharpie, ultra fine. Papermate Premier. Pencil. And pen. Papermate Inkjoy. Energel, Pentel Energel. This is a Pigma brush pen. I know that's not all the kinds of pens, but that's sort of what I use fairly regularly, so I thought I would try with those. Alright, first thing, let's check smear. Okay, everything is fine. No smearing. That's not shadowing, that's bleeding. And it actually went on to the next page here. only on that Sharpie. So definitely, if you're going to use a Sharpie in this notebook, you want to put something behind the page, and you're not going to be able to write on the back of the pages. Oh, that's an interesting question. I wonder if you can even write on the back of these pages because of that waxiness. I don't know. We'll get to that in a second. So these here aren't bad. The Papermate, the pencil, the lip pen, the Ink Joy, and the Energel, and the Pigma show through quite a bit. But again, no bleeding through to the next page, so that's really nice. And just for kicks, I want to try the Sharpie again. Let's see if it smears right away, because I did let some time pass. Wow, that's amazing. Permanent marker. Oops, spilled it on. Okay. Yeah, see, that went through. So similar to the Sharpie, that actually went through the page. Okay, so let's try the back of the paper. Okay, it doesn't smear, but then obviously it goes through that way. So I don't really see any kind of pen that you would be able to use here and be able to write on both sides. Because this lip pen, this is pretty light colored. Let's try this darker lip pen. Yeah, see, that's completely through. There's no way you could write on both sides of these pages. It's interesting that it doesn't smear on either side though. Yeah, so that's, I guess that you have to think about that you're not going to be able to use both sides of the paper. I mean, these are all very basic pens. I want to get the fountain pen. Okay, this is the Pilot Metropolitan. No smearing. And maybe just a little bit of bleed through. Again, I think that any kind of pen, you're probably going to want to have something behind the page. But yeah, that looks great. It took the ink well. Okay, so I want to try colored pencils next. Okay. Yeah, see, that doesn't really, there's a little bit of shadowing. Oops, I skipped a page. So there's some shadowing there. But yeah, it looks good on that paper though, I think. Okay, then the last thing I wanted to try was stamping. Like a couple different inks. This is chalk ink, and this is just a regular cheapo ink. Alright, this little bunny. So like I said, this is just a regular cheapo ink. I think it's from Michaels. Try that. No smearing. That's amazing to me. Okay, let's try the chalk ink. Same little bunny. Yep. A little bit of smearing there. I think the color shows up, or the the black color shows up better with the non-chalk ink on this paper. And the chalk ink didn't go through, but the regular ink did. Which again, I think can be solved by putting, it even comes with this little card. So you could just put that like that, so that this gets stamped rather than your next page. So that is it. That's a look at watercolor, all these different pens, including fountain pen, wood pencils, and stamps. So I'm really excited about this notebook. Again, this is the 365 Japan notebook made with Junpakushi paper. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.